Hi, I'm Alexander Razone. Real estate house. The cost of houses in the New Year's movies Home Alone, the McAllister House, Winnetka, Chicago. Cost $3.5 million. It was built back in the 1920s. It has 5 bedrooms, a fireplace, a greenhouse and a separate garage. It is now included in the list of tourist attractions in the state of Illinois. Bridget Jones Apartment, London. From the movie Bridget Jones's Diary cost $560,000. A small apartment in South London is located in the building of the Globe Pub. The apartment has a real fireplace. Sleepless in Seattle, the home of Sam and his son Jonah, Seattle. Cost $2.5 million. Sam and his son Jonah live in a wonderful house near the bay, on the first line. When Sam is sad, he goes out on the veranda and looks at the water. Spider-Man's house, $1,300,000. In Queens, East New York City. Parker's uncle and aunt lived at number 20 Ingram Street in Forest Hills. This is an area built up with middle-class housing. Ingram Street is special. There are old 2-story houses of similar architecture. Red brick mansions are adjacent to cottages built in the half-timbered style. All the houses are surrounded by greenery, and the street itself is separated from the houses by century-old trees. The house where Harry Potter lived, about $1.5 million. Until the age of 11, he lived in the Dursley House, on Privet Drive in the small town of Little Hangleton. It is a suburb of London. It is believed that the town was located south or southwest of the metropolis, in Surrey, and it was at least an hour to drive to it. From the outside, the house has a mix of styles. Obviously, the house was being completed. And inside there is an old English classic with a stove and cozy sofas. Lots of bookshelves, lots of windows and wood trim. And there's also a backyard with a lawn, obviously for some classic English outdoor game. Maleficent's home, $500,000. Maleficent lived in swampy swamps, among trees and magical creatures. There are many swamps in the southern United States. But the most magical ones are in the state of Louisiana. It is there that the Manchac Marshes Conservation Complex is located. There are swamps, cypress forests in the water, and open marshy areas where you can go by boat. Aladdin's housing, $1.5 million in the Arab city of Agrabah. In Baghdad, the fact is that Baghdad today is no longer the prosperous advanced city it was many centuries ago. If we talk about a successful Arab country, then Aladdin could live in the modern UAE. It is here that you can find advanced technologies, an airplane carpet, palaces, and a beautiful life. Aladdin lived in a modest room, but in modern residential complexes in Dubai, even studios cost a fortune. Scrooge McDuck's housing, $2 billion. The billionaire Drake, who loves to swim in gold coins, was born and spent his youth in Scotland. He lived in the largest city in the country, Glasgow. In a Victorian-style baronial house, it costs more than $2.5 million. The house has 7 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms and 7 living rooms. They would definitely be enough for 3 great nephews, and even for Mrs. Clutia. Its area is 930 square meters. There is a wine storage and a gym. The house is surrounded by a private garden of 34 acres. However, then he had to emigrate to the United States, where he turned into one of the richest Drakes in the country. By the way, Forbes magazine has repeatedly placed Scrooge in its ranking of the richest fictional characters. In Los Angeles, a good climate, a big city, an ocean and the opportunity to run a large business. For example, in a chic mansion on the coast for $9 million, this is a Hamptons-style house on chic Venice Beach. There are sliding glass walls, balconies with ocean views, a decadent bedroom with a fireplace, a terrace with a fireplace and a barbecue on the roof, and there is certainly a vault for gold too. Carlson's house, $500,000. Carlson, as you know, lived on the roof. The hero with a propeller has equipped himself with a small house behind a chimney on the roof of one of Stockholm's apartment buildings in the Vasastan district. For some it will be a revelation, but Carlson is not the name, but the surname of the main character. By the way, it is very common in Sweden, so Stockholm. Not quite an attic, but a 2-bedroom with a beautiful balcony. Inside there is a laconic Scandinavian design plus a wonderful view of the river and the embankment. The apartment has 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom. The total area is only 36 square meters. Pinocchio, 15,000 Dolores Florence. It was there that old Geppetto lived, who created a boy from a log. The first surprise is that there are a lot of such chambers in Florence. You can choose a room for every taste. 10-meter tiny studio. The feature of this apartment is its own small garden, which has a place to relax, and a closet used as a laundry room. And under the apartment there is a basement of 14 square meters, from which you can go outside. Subscribe to the channel to know more, the link is in the description.